Hi guys, this is Long White Mane. This is a channel where if you grow your hair down to your butt, you'll never have a bad hair day. Um, Now I wanted to get with y'all, whoever decides to watch this. Um, Being mentally ill and an advocate for the mentally ill. I'm not a trained psychiatrist. I'm not a trained psychiatric nurse, but I do have I've been ill. I was diagnosed in 1993. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to seeing how people act and picking up things like depression, um, even sometimes schizophrenia, you know. Um, I have been homeless. I work with the homeless. I help them get their medications, get them on that patient assistance program. So I kind of know what it's like as a lay person. What I'm about to discuss today is something I've been banging the drum on for the last 2 weeks on Kuckian. He is, or let me back this up. He displays characteristics of antisocial personality disorder. All right, long white mane. What the hell does that mean? Well, what it means is this. This is a new name given to um, the old words sociopathy and one you well know, psychopathy or psychopath. Now, doctors for years debated on the definitions of these two words. And if from what I was able to understand and glean from my own psychiatrist, is basic, what is it? Sociopathy for dummies like me. Um, Sociopathy usually is harmful behavior, but it's not violent. No one, gets physically hurt. Psychopathy, those are the folks that are serial killers, spree killers. They have a psychotic break and they hurt people like those jackasses that, shot up the church here in Texas, you know. And there's a bunch more I could cite, but this is not what this is about. So when I heard what Kukian did to Peter Mon, accusing him of being a pedophile, I didn't know much about Kukian. He creeped me out, so I didn't watch his videos, but I did go back and I caught some replays of the video he deleted about Peter, and I wanted to barf. Um, and all of his other videos, drama videos, they're just not the same as other drama channels. They're just not, you know. Even, Rich Lux is no friend of mine, and I'm no friend of his, but at least he tries to be funny. You know, freaking Kukian, he scares me, and I'm going to tell you why. Having, having pounded my drum about Kukian having psychopathy or antisocial behavior disorder, people just don't pick up on that. Most people don't understand mental illness, and they wouldn't know it unless it was looking them in even if it was dancing on their lap naked, they wouldn't know it, even in themselves. So I went on Mayo Clinic. I think y'all know Mayo Clinic. On their website, diseases, conditions, antisocial personality disorder, symptoms, and I'm going to read to you some of the symptoms. And you tell me in the comments if Kukian has not displayed these symptoms at one point or another. First one is disregard for right and wrong, persistent lying or deceit to exploit others. Peter Mon being a pedophile. Trust me, that fits right there. Being callous, cynical, disrespectful of others. Using charm or wit to manipulate others for personal gain or pleasure. It made him feel good to do that video. All he thought of was he triggered the internet. He cannot comprehend the fact that he's sick. He's sick and he has no clue. Arrogance, sense of superiority, and being extremely opinionated. Well, anybody can be extremely opinionated like me, but I don't think I'm better than anybody else. Trust me, I know I'm not. Anyway, Recurring problems with the law, including criminal behavior. Well, that remains to be seen. Repeatedly violating the rights of others through intimidation and dishonesty. Okay. Impulsiveness or failure to plan ahead. His cosmetic line. He makes a bullshit website, bullshit eyeshadows, never does the lashes and never does the lips, except for a few PR kits he sent out. Okay? Dishonesty, intimidation, that horrible Peter Mon video, and every darn one of his drama channel vids. Okay? Hostility, significant irritability, agitation, aggression, or violence. Well, we don't know that. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes at Kuckian's world. I don't know how he treats his friends or his family. So maybe someone else does. So I can't pin that on him. Lack of empathy for others and lack of remorse about harming others. Again, the Peter Mon video and everything else he's ever effing done. Unnecessary risk-taking or dangerous behavior with no regard for the safety of themselves or others. Um, I've never seen a video of him doing parkour or taking a picture from like the top of the Empire State Building, so I don't know about the risk-taking. Obviously, uh, risky behaviors could be hypersexual, like when you just have sex with strangers. I don't know he does that. I don't know. I have no opinion on that. That's one of the symptoms. Poor or abusive relationships. Don't know that either. Maybe someone else does. Failure to consider the negative consequences of behavior or even learn from them. That's in there in the Mayo Clinic. Google it, look at it yourself. Obviously, the entire internet was triggered because of Peter Mon and what happened to him, and he don't care. He just doesn't care. Being consistently irresponsible and repeatedly failing to fulfill work or financial obligations. Well, that kind of fits. Do you remember that launch party that Kuckian was telling everybody about? I understand that he sold tickets to it, and people actually bought, transportation, train tickets or plane tickets. And all of a sudden it was canceled because there was something wrong with oh, I'm sorry, it was the venue, blah, blah, blah. Never sent back anybody one red cent. Kept it all. And if you think he donated it to charity, you're more naive than you think you are. You really are, because you'll believe anything. Okay, so adults with antisocial personality typically show symptoms of conduct disorder before the age of 15. Signs and symptoms of conduct disorder include serious, persistent behavior such as aggression toward people or animals. I hope to God that Kuckian doesn't have a freaking pet, man. Destruction of property, I don't know he does that. Deceitfulness, yes. Theft, yes. And serious violation of rules, yes, he has. Because if he hadn't removed that accusatory video of Peter Mon and shipped it to his other channel, More Kuckian, and made it private, he could have gotten in some real hot water. And I got to tell you, I don't, Peter Mon made this video just today talking about how he's going to move on. And I applaud him for that. The man is amazing. I don't know how I would have handled it if somebody had done that to me. I don't know. I've been bullied before, but not like that. That was hell. There's bullying and then there's that. And he went through hell. He did not deserve that. And I don't know what he did to Kuckian to make him think make Kuckian think that was okay to do. But no, so yeah, serious violation of the rules. They think the cause is genetic, so he probably comes from a long line of sociopaths, or excuse me, people who have the condition of antisocial personality disorder. Yeah, I don't want to be, don't want to use the wrong word. Again, all this is my opinion, just my opinion. Yeah, looking for treatment options here. There's no way to prevent it. Risk factors, we read that. Causes, genes, changes in the way the brain functions during brain development. Okay, so this is not something that, this is not a sinus infection. Okay, this is not an earache. This is not a chest cold. This man exhibits so much of this stuff that it's, you know, people, diagnosis. People with antisocial personality disorder are unlikely to believe they need help. That's him, in my opinion. He needs a full psych eval. Me, I'd deep six that guy in the nearest mental home. I would deep six, throw away the key, because he's not doing anybody any good on this planet. He's just not. He's just a useless eater that hurts people and likes to do it. Um, they're difficult to treat because they don't think they're sick. There's no cure. It's not like you can, give him a pill and all of a sudden he'll go, oh my God, what did I do? Okay. Psychotherapy, talk therapy is sometimes used, but the lies that these guys tell, they're going to lie to everybody. They're going to lie to their doctors. So I'm telling you, unless they want to get well, there is no treatment that will work, and there is no medications they can take. It's not like me with my bipolar 2. I can take a medication or 2 or 3 and come to some level of stability. All right. A depressed person who can't even get out of bed, like when Prozac came out in the 90s, that was a miracle drug, man. People were taking Prozac and they were living their lives again, and still are, you know. But that's not this. And I've been seeing this, looking at Kuckian's video, and as a mental health advocate, looking at these videos and examining his behavior, he shows every sign of this, every bit of it. And people keep watching. People don't disconnect from him. I'm telling you, he's dangerous. I'm telling you, he's got antisocial personality disorder, in my opinion. And he's not safe. He's not. So, okay, I'm going to end that here because I guess I've said enough. This is all my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose. I'm not a nurse. I cannot diagnose. But I just wanted to share with you the symptoms of antisocial personality disorder and how you think maybe he fits into that racket, or that, see how what you think. Does he fit that? Am I nuts? Yeah. But it takes one to know one, and I know them all. So you get it, okay? Um, leave your comments, and whether you agree with me or not, you know. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I've been banging this drum for 2 weeks, and nobody seems to pick up on it. There was one lady on Twitter that said, yeah, he does exhibit those behaviors. So yeah, there's people out there that know, and there's people out there that see that, but I'm worried about those that don't, and I'm worried about those that are still supporting that man. Now, Peter Mon did a video just about an hour ago now, as is taping, and he was talking about how he was moving on. Peter Mon is an incredible man. Amazing. Okay. He understands that forgiveness is an everyday thing. It's a process you go through. And that's what he's choosing to do, rather than to lash back out of emotion, right? So, sorry for the messy bed. Like I said, have Chihuahua. Oh, sorry, bed. I don't know. I can't do this camera. I'm an idiot. Sorry for the messy bed, messy room. Have Chihuahua. There it is. Thanks again for watching. Take care.